All right, guys, we'll get going here in just a minute on this. All right, guys, pretty quick reveal. We've got a little bit left to come in. What I am learning is when you put in a bunch of different minimums, that's how they go in as separate orders. So if you keep everything the same, they're going to come back together. If you put 3 card, 8 auto, 5 card, 9 auto, every single difference has to go in a different sub. Takes longer. And you're going to be in about 20 different subs, possibly, type breakdowns. So everything comes back together in their breakdown, but this is why the difference is. So today we got like a couple different subs back in that group sub 1. Okay, so Dane, Simcoe, Pete Crow, authentic. The rest of his, and we do have what the grade, which means full card grade, full auto grade, is what's left out. So if that's what you have, that's what's not back yet. As well as like a 410 or something like that. So Dan Hunter, these I believe are your last 2 cards. Warren Moon, 7.5 with a 10 auto. And a Ryan Sandberg rookie, OPC 8. Which, hate to say it, give me a second. I think it's the first OPC I've seen come through. You're wondering what I'm doing? Getting the camera set up. There we go. All right, so nice OPC. I believe that's the end of, I think Dan's got all his back now. We do have some cool 1950 type autos coming. Joel Colson. We've got a Dan Marino. AU Auto 10. And then some newer stuff. Bobby Witt, AU 10. A Corbin Carroll 10, Gem Mint 10, on a first edition. Megabox Corbin Carroll, AU. Jackson Merrill, AU 10. I love this one. How about a Junior Caminero 1010? A Chrome AU with a 10 auto. Marte Megabox AU with a 10. CJ Abrams AU with a 10. And Yanquiel Fernandez 10 with a 10 auto. Gotta like 10 10s. All right. I believe that's all of Joel's. Next up, RJ. Now you will start seeing a little bit different stuff. We did get a Joe Montana passing leaders back, and like I said, they will show you what the issue is. I'll show you some of these today. Questionable authenticity, secretarial, facsimile, auto pen. There's stamp, inconclusive. There's a lot of options on this that they can hit you with. That's the only one of those RJ got in this batch. But got some nice ones. Jim Palmer, AU10. 1972 Jim Palmer. Come on, focus. Elvin Hayes, AU. A Oliva Mercer. I don't know who the other guy is, but got 2 of the 3 authenticated. How about a Herm Edwards AU10. Andre Dawson, the Hawk. Got a lot of these coming through, which I can't blame people. With a 10 auto on it. Now here's another one. We've got Tony Dorsett, authentic auto, 10 auto, on an AA. So the AA is evidence of color added. And then it shows you where on the front corner. So right here, there was color added to it, which I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up at all. I can't even get it to focus on that close. Nah, it's not wanting to. But you can see, I put it under, it does look like somebody did something to it. Like a ding corner. But you still get it authenticated and all that type of stuff. So the auto's still good. It's just sleeved as altered. Artist Gilmore, 7 with a 10. I mean, these are right up my alley. I love old basketball. Absolutely love old basketball. Dave Bing, AU with a 10, 1967 Rookie of the Year. Chili, 8 with a 10. Raleigh Fingers, 7 with a 10. AU 10 for Doug Collins. Al Oliver, AU 10. Bob Greasy, nice looking card too. Denny Martinez. I almost have this full set somewhere. 1969 Dick Anderson, AU 10. But that is a pretty solid looking AU 10 right there. That is a tough set. Full bleed to the edge and full black on the back, guys. I mean, that is a tough set. Bill Bradley, AU 10. Eck, 8 and a 10. Calvin Murphy, AU 10. James Lofton, 710. Jim Hart, 7/5/10. And a nice Charlie Joyner from 1972. Shows you all the cool stuff you can do through the mail and everything these days. All right, so we got one more. RJ, you still have a few out, as well as Patrick. All right, so Patrick only had one, had evidence of alteration, but then also said that the auto didn't look right. On the Preacher Row. That's the only one that did not get slabbed. Everything else did. So let's slide through these real quick. These are all 1954s. Gus Zernial. I'm probably going to butcher names, but Hank Sauer, AU. And you'll see most of these are AUs. There's some AAs in here and everything else. Ed Lopat. Pete Runnels. Harvey Haddix. Paul Smith. Del Crandall. Vic Janowitz. And I mean, as you can see, the cards aren't always... got some damage on them, but they are solid autos. And that is an AA, evidence of alteration, I mean, which is up here in the corner, showing that it's kind of, somebody might have trimmed it or something up there. Walt Droppa, but they still, at least you get the card authenticated. Johnny Lipson. Bobby Shantz. That's an AU Auto 10, by the way. Which is a nice Bobby. I've got a few of those in myself right now. Jim Greengrass. Granny Hamner. Ray Jablonski. And Ferris Fane. We got 3 stacks of these. AA on Jim Hagan, which you can tell card has been trimmed, which is what it says, evidence of trimming. Alteration. Klippenstein. Schmitz. Rivera. Eddie Stanky AU, but a 10, we do have a 10 auto on that one, which is nice. Sherm Lawler. Mel Parnell. Dick Grote, which AA, which you can tell right there is the corner, been trimmed. And then, like I said, it always tells you, thank goodness. You can tell on that one, though. Ned Garver. Klaffensberger. Billy Hunter. Ray Murray. Johnny Lindell. Jack Dittmer. Eddie Robinson. Great thing about these, they can just compare it to the one on the card. Johnny Pesky. There we go. Pesky Pole. Cool card. Ted Lepshow. Jim Willis. And Sammy Calderon. They said... It's a pretty impressive stack of stuff here, guys. 1954 autos. Wayne Terwillinger. Bill Taylor. Bob Sheffing. Ray Boone. Ted Kaczynski. Not Ted Kuczynski. Made me look twice. Andy Pafko. Milt Bowling. Joe Collins. Bob Turley. Matt Batts. Howie Paulette. I don't know if you guys can see how clear the cards come through on this, too. These cases. How clear that card comes through on camera. Bob Oldis. Wally Westlake. Sid Hudson. And that's 10 auto on it as well. So we do have some, one before it too. We do have some 10 autos in this stuff. And these are all got to be pretty vintage. Charlie Silvera. Bobby Hoffman. Gene Woodling. Two more. Jim Lemon and Mike Sandlock. All right, so we do have a little bit more left, guys, to come back. Hopefully we'll get those next week. We can close out sub 1. Sub 2 is in. Sub 3 went in yesterday. So we should have like almost a weekly reveal at this point with stuff coming back, separated and all that type of stuff. So hopefully we'll have a weekly reveal. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and get me those cards. We'll get them in.